Alright, everybody. Hi. It's been a long time. Almost 2 months to be exact. Shame on me, honestly. I'm in a right mood, so that probably explains half of it. I've been trying to indulge some thoughts, and one of them is maybe playing Dishonored 2 again. And I felt like it was unfinished business. Let me just change a thing, because obviously I can't be trusted to keep a proper audio mix, ever. For no reason. That's probably not it, but let's assume that it is. Is it? Sure is. There we go. Maybe I should have some satisfactory minimum to it. I have no memory of where we are, what we were doing, what's even going on. There's a big gap in here that I suppose with time will grow smaller and smaller. And I'll be just back into the thick of things again. One can hope.
Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Sarkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can you feel it? This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Alright, that reminds me a little bit. I think we were in, the weird, like, what was his name? The mansion of so-and-so. The Clockwork Mansion. No, that's not right. It was in the Dust District. And inside we saw the ritual that apparently Delilah's soul is tied to some effigy, or rather. I don't necessarily remember what, but pieces will come into play. Courier note from Megan. There's a message for you on the table. Contact from Batista dropped it off. Thinking I might know you. On the table. Maybe the big one. I haven't paid attention to this calendar ever. The Duke's Gathering? That's it. Answer from Wyman. Oh my god. I love her. My Emily, your courier is only giving me scant minutes to write back before he leaves for your secret location. I am in tears that he won't give me the location or take me along, but I trust you. I don't know if it's fair to be this angry with you, or if I should instead cry tears of joy knowing that you're still alive. It seems that Morley is on the verge of going to war against Crystal, and the rumors of Dunwall are grim and strange. We've heard about soldiers made of metal, women commanding the trees, and whales gathering in the harbor, singing their songs in reverse. I hate the whole world for being between you and me, while we should still be holding hands. Please be safe, or I won't know what to do. Wyman. What a lovely chap he is. It's a shame he was introduced in additional media. Sorry. The Grand Palace. My thoughts are troubled as I leave the Dust District. I hope things will be different there, now that I've helped the Overseers. What will Vice Overseer Liam Byrne do with Paolo out of the way? This is his opportunity to make the place livable again, the air breathable, hopefully using more than sermons. I know many of their beliefs are backwards, and I know the outsider is real, but at least Byrne is sincere, dedicated to what he thinks is best for the people living in Karnaca. Will the fighting stop? Will Byrne be able to change things for the miners and for their families? I hope I made the right choice. I didn't do enough to protect the least empowered parts of the Empire when I had the chance. I can see that now, even through all the dust. Today I saw the effects of the void leaking into Aramis Stilton's house, that's what his name was, through cracks in reality. I was able to see the past and the present simultaneously. I learned a great deal looking into the night of the Duke's gathering. 3 years passed. I watched a seance that brought Delilah's spirit from the void, where she was trapped. And into this world? What? Brought Delilah's spirit from the void where she was trapped and into this world. That's a terrible sentence. I saw that spirit preserved in an effigy made of bone by the witch Brianna Ashworth. And that effigy holding Delilah's spirit was given to Duke Abel for safekeeping. Now I know why Delilah cannot be killed. As long as she's not whole, she will remain immortal. Even the outsider seemed worried. This is the information I've been seeking. Now I just have to turn it into a plan. That has more to do with last mission than it does with this one, but I suppose that's fine. Let's see what else has changed. I can barely remember the layout of the place as it is. Here, rats, which I don't like. Nothing much has changed here. This is where the good doctor used to be. Oh, good being relative, obviously. And by the toilet. Nothing. Scurry you. I never bothered opening that, I suppose. Nothing super exciting. How about upwards?
Boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
Yes, I regret my affiliation with the young Duke, but his father and I were close. It was my hope that Luca would eventually grow up and learn that his actions as ruler of Serkonos have very real consequences.
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Serkonos. Fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Once the Duke falls, it's my hope that we can build something better here. Something more representative and inclusive.
I suppose that's Aramis. I don't remember how he sounds, really.
Now we're going after the one who started it all. The Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points and picking the approach. Thinking about the best ways to kill somebody who lives behind high walls. But with the excitement, there's a black echo that comes back to me for what I did at Dunwall Tower. If anyone deserves killing, though, it's Duke Luca Abel. I've loved a number of women, and even a couple of men. I've never loved anyone like my Deirdre. After I left home, those first years on the streets, she's all that kept me from the bottom of the river. I could sleep on a pile of garbage under a leaky awning as long as she was there with me. Sharing a tin of potted meat or a bottle of brandy that we nicked during the day. The Duke and his little brother came through Dunwall. And Deirdre and I got in their way as they stepped out of their fancy coach. The Duke goaded his brother, calling us wharf roaches. And it was the brother who swung the stick that killed her. Splitting her skull, there were wooden gazelles on top of the coach. And I snapped one off and drove it into his eye, as deep as it would go. Deirdre was already gone. Dead as a doornail. Lying in the muck, staring up at the gray Dunwall sky. On the run after that. I was hunted by the City Watch and even members of the Grand Guard up from Serkonos. People looked at me like I was cursed, spitting whenever I got close. Everyone knew I'd bring trouble. Even the gangs. The Duke's brother has been dead for a long time. But now's my chance to get back at Luca Abel for setting him off against pretty, young Deirdre. Nothing was the same for me after they took her away.
Well, there's more Billy Lurk coming out. How's that pot boiling? I love how that's my greatest concern. How's this fictional pot retaining enough energy? They say video games should be realistic. Okay, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm about. I could surprise them by coming out of the... like these rats. Get out of here. Now these, I can understand why these are piping hot. God, Billy Lick loves leaving a stove unattended. Another... There's too many of them. No from Overseer Burn. Stranger, while I have my suspicions regarding who you work for or who you might be, I am willing to look the other way, disregarding your methods. I say this because you've done a great service for the Abbey and for the people of Karnaca. With Paolo gone, his howler vermin should be easy to eradicate. The Abbey will restore our hold on Serkonos, starting here, with the southern capital. A return to the strictures with an overseer providing guidance at each neighborhood chapel across the city. If we cross paths in the future, I hope you're in accord with the strictures. In any case, remember the name Liam Byrne, because I won't rest until all the people of the Empire are safeguarded, counseled towards better lives. Whatever that requires of me. I'm sorry, are you dispensing threats in my general direction? Look at her. Gorgeous lady. Still the same card game. Diluida. Any... No, you don't get you. Just a grindstone. I could surprise them by coming from over there.
Empress Jessamine herself once offered me a suite at Dunwall Tower, complete with a laboratory and the finest apparatus in the Isles. I declined, of course. I'm not some conjurer from penny novels. Besides, I have a great fondness for my privacy. And my interests often find me coming and going in the odd hours of night. It's hard not to consider what might have been different had I plotted a different course through my early years. Was there something I might have said or done when Delilah was my apprentice that could have prevented all this? Or is character a fixed star we must all follow in darkness?
Delilah, his apprentice. Did I know that before? I don't think I did. I guess as a painter, maybe. What's that? Oh, has that always been open? Might have. I'm just taking the cursory look. Has that always been locked? Why do I feel like there was a way of getting in there? Alright, let's go have difficult conversations with difficult people. Pretty. Especially that color over there. Look at that. I didn't think that's supposed to be the mansion. The mansion's somewhere over there. Or is it? Kind of very brutalist. That's obviously the Dust District. That might be the Clockwork Mansion. That's the Adamir Institute, and that right there, I think might be the Duke's Palace. Start briefing. Either will do, apparently. There's my map. It looks fairly small, but that can be deceiving. Dining room. Grand throne chamber is 2. It's the entrance. First floor, second floor. It has 6 floors. So that's first. I guess there is no obvious entrance. This stairway takes me to level 2. Seven and 7. I guess those are the ones that take me everywhere. These are just between the 2 floors. 6 is an elevator. Smack dab in the middle of the building, but I need access to floor 2 for it. And the 6th floor has nothing. But maybe you can use it as an entrance. And then you have the Duke's Chambers, elevator and stairs. Private garden at 4. Where is 4? There is 4. So maybe that's where you go in. Duke Bell's office at 3. Right. Thank you for the information. Start talking.
Are you ready for this? I've been inside a dozen castles and 100
See, I was right.
mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.
Okay. No hint as to the non-lethal opportunity, though. Which I suppose is fine. Let's talk to everyone a little bit more.
I hope I've been of some help to you. It's good to feel useful, here near the end of my time.
Huh?
Look at you. In a lifetime, how many monarchs have done half of what you have in a month? I hear the Duke's wine cellar is exquisite, if you happen to pass through. I remember telling you stories at the Hound Pits pub so long ago. How you've changed.
That's sweet. He's very excitable. Also can't whistle, apparently.
It's not widely known, but the Duke has a body double. The man is the spitting image of Luca. A likable fellow, and quite humble. I've no idea where they found him, but the Duke's double has spent years passing for the Duke. I suppose Luca always hoped his double would be there to take an assassin's bullet. Take care. I hope to see you again.
Now you'd think that would be valuable information that isn't hidden in this side conversation, but I suppose, what do I know? Alright. be on the lookout for the Mengi Dukes.
Should we head toward the palace?
Sure.
Alright, let's go.
I'm probably missing some tidbit of information. I didn't use the heart on Aramis Stilton. But, yeah. Self-serving and corrupt, Duke Luca Bell rules Serkonos and orchestrated the coup against you. Enter the Grand Palace to find and eliminate the Duke, who protects himself from assassins with a body double. You must also locate Delilah's spirit, the only means of counteracting her immortality.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept, in the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden. But when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Another thing I specifically remember that I neglected to mention is because we did all the time manipulation last time, you might notice that she has both her hands and both her eyes. Now, for anyone who's read the tie-in novels, that might disturb you mildly. Because she needs to not have this? So that another event might take place later on? But what do I know? Maybe fate has a different plan for her. Burn charms. Not that many, seemingly. You like some raw whalebone? Something down there. Alright, let's have a look. I'll probably suck at stealth, but from what I remember, I wasn't too good at it to begin with. Where we came in through. There's a window there. I don't know if I can reach those in any meaningful manner. Maybe I can. It's not. sign is... No. Don't want to vault over it. Maybe that just isn't an option. Oh yeah, this game's climbing mechanics continue to amaze me. I am just gliding. Oh, that's blocked off. And somehow I still fell down. Without moving a goddamn muscle. Alright, so there's no point in trying to go up there. They're both blocked. Look at that, just... God damn it. That might be... No, that's an actual whaleboat. Oh, we are quite far away from it, actually. I thought we were closer. It's gonna be a street level as well.
Pick it up. What's the delay getting it to the shop? Betty afraid we'll get...
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnaca and over at Colorado. So there's basically no risk.
What's your friend's name?
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
My curse is not turning red, so these might not be enemy combatants in any sense of the word. Let's entertain that hypothesis, huh?
This job is my life's blood. Don't try anything funny, whoever you are.
The job ain't so bad. Beats cheating people all day in a bank.
Run. No. First I'll yell, then I'll run. You know, to warn the others.
Painting the bottoms of boats. Delivery boat key. It's quite something. Mostly gold in this player. But alright.
Lunch, then I'm a filthy blood fly. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
I'll be on the lookout for it then. Also not an enemy.
Watch yourself around the Duke's men. You look like you can take care of yourself.
I don't like being on ground level. Makes me feel vulnerable. Everything is over there.
Oh, hungry. Might be time to spring for fish cake.
On account of my bed.
There's not many ways around this. This feels like I'm being trapped a little bit. Not that it matters much. I can...
The boots just don't fit right.
And the privilege of this is yet to be determined. I guess a nice hidey hole for undesirables. That's an electrified rail. Ravina Boulevard. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Wasn't I supposed to be... Oh no, I'm invisible, not invincible. That's a good distinction to make. Now that's a proper guard. And that's the entrance to the palace, so I don't want to go there immediately. You're one of my guys, but you're coughing up a storm.
Hey, you. You seem different. You're a good one. You know, there's a place near here, in some rocks behind a fountain. People have always left offerings there. That's where I started having those odd dreams. I don't go there anymore, but you might want to check it out. I used to live here a long time ago. Can you believe it? Was a songwriter. Poet. I used to have such visions. Dreams of black oceans and whales in the sky overhead. Sorcery, they said. They burned my books and they hit me in the head until there were no more visions.
Touched by the outsider, he is. Gotta love how tall these walls are.
See you sometime.
Bone charm is nearby. Doesn't seem to be anyone here, but it's never a guarantee. Statue of the Empress. Aramis. Eldritch Horror. Dubermensch. Okay, I don't remember what we just picked up. Bone charms. Equip. Oh yeah, I remember crafting these bitches. Oh. Your attack damage is significantly increased when your health is low. Funeral assassination restores some health. Reach and blink consume mana. Fused within a second of assassination. Maximum health is increased. I think that might be the new one. Yeah. Wolf hands cannot smell you. Oh my god. Okay. More there.
Daddy, what he wants.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Gambling in my empire? Surely not. It's towards the place I need to be.
Miserable. See, I told you.
Is this? Oh yeah, there we go. A better observation point. I don't know why I just turned into Adam Driver. Oh.
Let's see what you've got. Come on, you bastards. Oh no, you bastard.
Get it on the baby.
You won't mention anything, will you?
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one? Who's
It's not
fooling
funny.
around?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Your face is covered. Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Absolutely. Death in the month of songs. That's poetry. I don't read poetry.
Outsider's crooked cock. Can't remember the last time I had any meat that wasn't tinned. What are you covering your face for?
I used to work in the
Screw
mines.
me now.
Don't recommend it. My
Yes.
family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever made.
Damn it.
It's like an intelligent man, too.
By the void, give me luck.
By the outside is crooked cock. Indeed. That would have been too convenient, wouldn't it? Sorry. I thought I was being clever. Gate must remain closed. Would to close the gate behind you after each delivery. If you need the code, speak to me directly or to Carlos Marletto at Winslow Safe Company next door.
Somewhere.
There's no such permit, Captain. I know the laws in Karnak.
See, I told
Laws change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clock.
Serafina, her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers. But no one knows how the fire started.
Captain, her brother died in that fire.
Asleep inside, drunk from what I remember. You've got until tomorrow to pay up.
Okay, that's not the desired effect.
Inside drunk, from what I remember.
I thought he would be thankful.
Got until tomorrow to pay up.
What if I...
Something stinks around here. It's not my job to clean up.
That might be part of it. Only it were easier to wake people up.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Shopkeeper's apartment key. Okay, that's the next place we're going. Apartment seizure. Mr. Marletto on the authority of Duke Luca Bell due to the urgent security matter regarding building with balconies overlooking Ravenna Boulevard and the newly installed wall of light. You're hereby required to grant us access to your apartment indefinitely. We ask that you keep a spare key at the shop so that Grand Guard personnel have access to your apartment at all times. This action is necessary to prevent miscreants from bypassing the bypassing the Wall of Light checkpoint. As director of Winslow Safes, you will certainly understand our security concerns, and we trust that you will be of no question. Yeah. What was it? Maybe I shouldn't have knocked him out, but we live with the consequences of our actions, don't we? Gate code, there we are. Are you serious? Be able to run a safe and vault business if you can't even remember a simple 3-digit combination. I set the back alley gate code to your birthday and you thought it was your wedding anniversary. I set it to your wedding anniversary and you thought it was grandfather's age. I set it to grandfather's age and you thought it was mother's street address. What kind of advice are you giving to your customers for their combinations? I wonder. It's a miracle anybody in the city manages to open one of your safes again after locking them. Anyway, since you leave me no choice, here's the gate combination written in colored ink, which isn't cheap. Bring the note with you when you come to my shop. I'll make sure it gets burned. And no, I won't leave the gate open. I can't risk having the curious peek inside my little business. 185.
You can't stay hidden forever.
I suppose I can. We love an asleep elite trooper. Was another guy there, I suppose?
Outsider's crooked cock.
It's happening again. Something's gotta give. I love how I didn't even need that rewire tool. I just did it. Alright, apartments overlooking the boulevard as well.
Oh no, you bastard!
Let's see if I remember it. I think it was 185.
See, I told you.
I was correct.
Hey, open up. I got the code, but it's back on the boat.
No exceptions. Either you have the code, or I assume something's off. My boss's orders.
Damn, open the store.
You know I wouldn't do this. You're wasting time.
Here's the combination for the gate. Don't forget the password either, or I won't open the back door. Next time, dock your boat in a different place. I've started to attract unwanted attention. The Grand Guard have doubled their patrol since the Duke's last decree, so we've got to be careful. Oh, that's the delivery boat key. That might help. And you are the black market guy, huh?
I worked on a ship before all this. Really big one. Nothing like it. My advice? Don't make trouble here.
Let's go get that delivery boat operational. I know we're taking our sweet time, but that's what this game is about. That's what video games are in general. I'm invisible, you can't even see me. Stop pretending like you know shit.
See you sometime.
See, now you know that guy is super into the outside. He can see me when he can't even put his eyes on me. I don't know if that breaks falls or anything, but I don't trust it. And these guys are... dead. Asshole. Anyway, let's check the spoils, shall we?
Let's see what this says.
This whole setup is a huge pain in the ass. Timing windows that ignore the tides, fake boat manifests, and private door codes. Might be easier just to play it straight and pick up and deliver goods. Anyway, so I don't forget it, the code for the black market shop is Zirconin wine is better than Tivian prisons. Idiots.
Zirconin wine is better than Tivian prisons, which is true. I feel like we've heard that code before, though.
once, I told her 1,000 times. It ain't my job to check on the grinders.
I'm just gonna use the same path because I didn't feel very adventurous.
People here aren't as keen up to see you sometimes.
Well, maybe I do. Let's find out. This probably leads to the same place. Yeah, it sure does.
No, not this time. I missed that.
Alright. Let's not get in trouble.
Serkonan wine is better than Tivian prisons.
And better Crystolian clap than Morellian gout. All right.
What's going on?
Alright, no, that's... Okay, so stealthy approach instead. Disabled carriage rails.